up, Slaughter Babies? It's your girl Savage So Crazy, and I am back with another video. Back at it again. I decided to come up with this thing on Instagram because everybody do it only on Instagram. I don't know if nobody did it on YouTube yet. I'm the first person to do it on YouTube. Please give me my props. Please give me my credits because I was the first bitch on YouTube to do the Bop It Challenge.
Bop it. Put it.
And they so ugly just wanted to out of nowhere just make this Bop It Challenge on YouTube like he first created it. But no shade, don't care. Just give me my props. Today I want to do first time ... story time. Everybody do it on Instagram. They be like first time ever doing this, first time ever doing that, and then they do it on their story, talk about it right then and there. So these are going to be multiple story times, like quick little story times that I decided to do for you guys. I have a whole bunch of stories. Like, I had a crazy adventurous life. So let's start off with the first one. First time Puffin Tina. I was still in high school when I first did it. Back in 10th grade, I never wanted to ever in my life do that. I was just like, nah, that's not for me. Ever since I was in this program, like a little mini probation, after hitting that girl upside the head, after I was finished, I was like, yeah, I need to fix me one, because it was just so much to do with, and I was just like, I just gotta do it. I ain't really know what I was doing. I just knew I had to hold it and then blow it out. When I puffed it for the first time, I was hallucinating like crazy. I was walking home and I was trying to move my hair, but I had my braids like this the whole entire time while I was walking home. And I thought I flipped it back, but I was holding it like this. And I looked and I was like, oh, and I flipped it back. And ever since then, I was just puffing. First time you brought a boy home, or snuck a boy. The first time I brought a boy home was my sophomore year. Didn't really go out great, but that was like the first time. First time I snuck somebody over was my sophomore year. That didn't go out quite well either, because I was trying to be a nice person and let them stay because they didn't have nowhere to go. My stupid self decided just to forget to close the window, and he snuck in here and stole my precious items, like my iPad, my iPod, my old iPhone 5C, my mom's old Galaxy S6 or whatever, like just precious items. And they were gonna steal a whole bunch of stuff too. I remember he told me that too. And we had to call the police and we had to return our stuff back. We didn't get everything because the iPad was broken and destroyed, and I still cry to this day because my nephew's stuff when he was a baby was on the iPad, but it's all good because we had the funds to get another one. Dummy. The first time driving, I had just got my permit, and this was my first time on the road, and I was in my auntie's car. I ain't know really what I was doing. Like, they was telling me to go, I can go fast or whatever, but I just felt comfortable going in the speed that they taught me to go in the driver's ed class. They were telling me to leave the thing on neutral, and I was just cruising in neutral. Well, I was not cruising in neutral, but I was cruising on drive, but I was driving like I was in neutral. My auntie was like, let's work on your braking. I was getting so mad, like I was getting so frustrated in myself that I pressed the brakes hard, but I kind of did it on purpose because I was getting so frustrated, and everybody had just jerked forward. I was like, my bad. First time going to high school. Oh my gosh. Freshman year. Before I even stepped foot into the high school I went to, I had band practice, and that was during the summer. So if you want to consider that the first time, I guess you could. The first time I stepped foot into the high school I went to, it was humongous to me. It was just a lot of band kids, and they were like you know, being nice to me or whatever, but turns out they were all fake because they all talked about me. Don't care because they didn't have the balls to say it in my face. First time having a job. So if y'all didn't know, my first job ever was Little Caesars. I have a video on my YouTube channel of how it went and how I quit. The first time having a job, it was the worst experience ever. Little Caesars is a fast food restaurant. They always sell hot and ready pizzas, and that means that it has to be hot and ready to leave the building for the customer to receive. And it was like, I wanted to work the register because the register was so easy. Forgot that when you have to work the register, you have to box the pizzas, count the money, and make sure the hot and ready are like not stale. But ever since I had that job at Little Caesars, everybody was pressing me for me to give them an interview. Like, everybody was pressing me. Like, oh, give me a job there, give me a job there. And everybody was working there. And I left. I was like, nope. First time rapping. My first time ever writing a rap was my 10th grade year. I had just got out of a breakup with this other boy that I used to date that was a rapper. And I don't know, I just sat down one day, listened to a beat, and wrote what I felt. In my job, I had like over 3,000 followers at the time. I was really popular. I still am, but it was just so, it was so fun back then. I had everybody listen to my raps. It was just so nice to see that everybody was supporting me. It was like, yo, you should be a rapper, and da 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 da. Like, your word flow is good. And back then, I felt like my word flow was trash, but like right now, my word flow is so. First time fighting. My first fight was in 8th grade. It was this girl, she had bumped into me on purpose or whatever. She was laughing. I went to school and everybody was like, oh, you don't like her, you don't like her. At this point, 8th grade year, 6th, 7th, I was bullied my middle school year, but 8th grade year, I had enough. I was like, y'all not gonna push me over and bully me. That's just a known fact. She was getting rowdy in the classroom, and then when she saw me get up and started yelling, she was hiding behind this boy that was trying to hype her up. And I was like, bruh, I'm not playing. You can ask my best friend. My best friend was in the same classroom as me. We met at this parking lot or whatever, and I don't know, we just started fighting, and I won. And I had a cast on at the time too on my left arm, and I'm not lefty, I'm righty. So I grabbed her hair with my left hand as much as I could possibly can, because I reached through that cast to make sure, and I started whamming, and she fell, and then I was whamming, and then she got up and started fighting again. But yeah, that was my first fight ever in my life. First time getting a tattoo. My first tattoo, if y'all don't know, is on the back of my shoulder right here. I'm gonna see if I can show y'all. This is my first tattoo. It's Simba, and I got it for my birthday, but I was supposed to get it for graduation. This tattoo just means so much. Like, if you ever watched The Lion King, Simba was forgetting who he was and what he had to do.
Who are you? The question is, who are you?
I thought I knew. Now I'm not so sure.
Well, I know who you are. Shh, come here. It's a secret.
He wanted to run away from his problems so bad because he thought he killed his father. This tattoo just means a lot to me, because it's like, never forget where you come from, and never forget who you are, and never forget your purpose of your life, basically, is what that tattoo is meaning to me. First time getting cheated on. Now, 10th grade year, when I dated my boyfriend right now, everybody say he cheated on me, but they only said that for a certain reason. But he clearly didn't cheat on me. He obviously like loves me or whatever the case is. When I dated somebody after him, that mofo cheated on me. I slapped him.
And you gonna lie to her?
I don't like you.
You don't like me?
We never went out.
We never went out?
We did.
We never went out?
We did.
We never fucking went out?
I slapped him. I was not playing no games with him. But then he pushed me, and then he put his hands on me, and then he broke my headphones. But that was like the first time. And he cheated on me with this girl. He tried to play it cool, and I was like, bro, I see you, bro. And I showed her, I asked her, I was like, he talked to you? And she was like, yeah, he be flirting with me, I'm like, bro, what? Like, let's plan something. And we planned, and we set him up. I told her to text him and be like, meet me in the C building for lunch, blah, blah, blah. He stood there waiting on her like a dummy. And then he seen me, and his face just went ghost. Like, he looked like he seen a ghost. First time getting pierced. My first nose piercing was actually my sophomore year, and it was on this side. This was like my third piercing, because I pierced my nose by myself on this side before, but I took it out because I didn't want nothing to happen. So my first actual one, I had got it done at my high school, and this girl did it for me, for like $10, and I had got it done. I was cute. I only did it because I wanted my boyfriend now to notice me back then. First time seeing your friend is not really your friend. Stop playing with me. First time seeing that my friend is not really my friend. When I thought my friend was my friend, and she sat up there and lied to my boyfriend and told my boyfriend lies about me just to get with him. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this little quick first time stories, you know. Hope y'all guys enjoy it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, as well hit the bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, Slaughter Babies.
And I am that bitch, do not be mistaken. I want it, I take it and flip it and bake it. Not talking about money, them bitch you can say you beefing with who, cause you cannot retain. Let the hole in their head, let all of them brain it. Make it go pay like my nigga Cobain did.